Do you struggle with your cravings? Do you find it hard to stay away from the chips and the sugary things, especially during the winter months? Well, if you do, then you're going to definitely want to tune into today's Motivational Monday, because I'm going to be sharing with you some spices that you might have right in your kitchen cabinet that might be the perfect thing to include in your diet on a regular basis to help keep your cravings down and might actually also help to boost your metabolism just a little bit. Hey everybody, and welcome to Motivational Monday, where you can learn how simple shifts in your habits can lead to profound results in the way that you feel and in the way that you look. So I have a client who traveled to India a few years ago, and when he came back, he reported that despite the fact he ate a lot of sweet foods that he doesn't normally eat, a lot of spicy foods, all different kinds of foods, heavy foods, lots of dairy-laden foods that he was trying to avoid, he was surprisingly feeling amazing. He had no problems digesting his food. He found himself really not craving sugar. This was a guy that habitually had chocolate after dinner because he just couldn't control his appetite. But yet in India, even though he was having more sugar throughout the day, he just found that he didn't really want it at night. And he couldn't figure out what he was doing or what he was eating in that Indian cuisine that was keeping his appetite so consistent and so steady and his cravings under control. So we did a little investigative work, and this is what we came up with. So there are certain spices that are indigenous to Indian cuisine. One of them, and the most popular probably, is turmeric, and turmeric is a well-known antioxidant and cancer fighter. Others include cardamom, ginger, cinnamon. So when we looked at them all together, we realized that all of these spices have some benefit in helping to control cravings, whether it's from salty cravings or sugar cravings. And taken together, the way that they combined them in Indian cuisine was the reason that he was finding that he was having no problem digesting his food, and he was able to maintain his cool and his control with his appetite and his cravings the whole time he was traveling there. So let's look through each of them as one by one so that you can see which ones would benefit you the most, and also how to include them together or combine them so that you can benefit from these amazing spices. So I have ginger, cinnamon, fennel seeds, cloves, cardamom pods, and turmeric powder. So a lot of people really crave sugar, and if you're a sugar fiend, then what you really want to have on hand is cardamom. Cardamom really helps to control sugar cravings. Additionally to that, you want to have cloves and cinnamon in your diet because they have been shown to stabilize your blood sugar, so they keep you from having the highs and the lows. So those three spices together will really help with your sugar cravings and your blood sugar control, so including those would be fantastic. If you're more into chips and salty things, then turmeric is something that you want to include in your diet because that has been shown to offset salt cravings. Not only that, as I mentioned earlier, it's a very powerful antioxidant that has been shown to prevent cancer in many situations and also help with things like autoimmune disorders and just simple immune function problems. So including turmeric in your diet would be fantastic for you. What's also added to Indian cuisine that's really beneficial for aiding digestion are fennel seeds. So fennel has been shown to help you digest food better and assimilate nutrients better. It also helps to remove mucus from your gastrointestinal tract. So if you're phlegmy and you have problems with your just mucus production in your body, then that would be something to include. Additionally, ginger has been great. It's been shown to be great for digestion. It's also very warming, so in the cold winter months, it's something that you can drink to help warm up your digestion, make you feel a little bit cozy and comfortable. It's also really good to help offset nausea, and it's a very powerful anti-inflammatory, so including ginger would be great. I actually regularly have my clients grate ginger into hot water and drink it as a tea, as a great tonic throughout the winter. So how can you best include these spices in your diet? Well, the number one way would be to get really into cooking Indian food, which is something that's on my agenda for this coming year because I find that when I eat Indian food in a restaurant, it stays with me for a really long time and it's uncomfortable, but I love it. I love Indian food so much, so I have made a promise to myself to start including more of that cuisine into my recipe repertoire so that I can share them with you. So stay on tap for that. You might already do that, and if you do, fantastic. But here's a really simple way that you can all benefit from right now that's really easy and delicious. So what I do every winter is I make a combination of these spices. Some of them come in pods or seeds, as you see, some of them in powders, but I take a combination of them and I put it in a mortar and pestle and I crush it up. Once I've created that combination, I put that in a nice sealable jar and I keep it in the refrigerator. And then every morning I make myself a delicious cup of chai. So I steep a black tea bag Add the spices, about a teaspoon of the combination of spices. I warm up some almond milk, particularly vanilla unsweetened almond milk, but you can use whatever kind of milk is preferable to you. And that nice combination is warming, it's soothing. There's a sweet quality to it because of the cinnamon. If you feel like you need a little bit more of a sweetness to it, you can do a drop of honey. But remember, when it comes to sweeteners, you don't want to be heavy-handed with them. You want it to just be enough to complement the flavor but not overwhelm it, because the spices itself is going to give it such a delicious flavor. You don't want to drown it out with all that honey. Plus, having all that honey is going to offset the benefit of the sugar controlling or the blood sugar controlling benefits of some of these spices. So that is a delicious way, and I'll be including that recipe in the blog below. So now I'd love to hear from you. Do you include these spices in your food? And if so, how do you go about it? Do you make Indian food, or is there some other type of cuisine that you enjoy? Do you drink chai on a regular basis? And do you make it homemade, or do you make it from in a box? Because the ones in a box, or the tea bags, are not as effective and not as potent as making it fresh with the actual spices themselves. But I would still love to hear from you in the comments below. If you're watching on YouTube, you could just click on the link and it'll take you right to the blog and you can comment there. So there's another Motivational Monday for you, another one you can add to your repertoire of foods that you can use to stabilize your blood sugar and help with your metabolism and help with your cravings, because there's a bunch of those in the archives, and if you take them all together, you can probably put together a really nice program for yourself to help move you closer to your health goals if that's one of your health concerns. So there's another Motivational Monday for you, and I hope you've enjoyed it. If you like tips like this and you're looking for more of them, please come on over to the blog at barbaramendeznutrition.com and sign up for the mailing list. Once you do, you will automatically receive an email from me every Monday with either a written or a video blog with a recipe, a tip, or some suggestion to help move you closer to your health goals. You can follow me on Facebook or Twitter, and as always, please share this with your friends if you think anybody that you know would benefit from the information. Thanks so much. I hope you have a great week, and I will see you next Monday.